3b as well while I was at it. So this is a 2020 paper 2 3b. So an aptitude test is taken with 6,500 candidates. The test scores are normally distributed. The mean was 480 and the standard deviation was 90. So on the distribution below, the shaded area represents who are one standard deviation above and below. So one standard deviation above and below is add on 90. So 480 plus 90 is 470. 480 take away 90 is 490. So we found the value of A and value of B. Use the empirical rule to estimate the number of candidates in the shaded region. Well, one standard deviation above and below has 68% of the population of candidates, and 68% multiplied by the 6,500 candidates that actually did the question will be 6,500 multiplied by 68%, 4,420 people. Okay. Now, this is question 3b, and this is going to be question 4. Now, remember question 4, there's the equation of a circle formula in your notes. I think it's on page 19. And what it says is that h and k are the center of your circle. So if you highlight the similarities, you're going to see that minus h equals minus 1. So minus h equals minus 1, multiply both sides by negative, h equals 1. The next one is going to be minus k equals plus 4. Multiply both sides by minus 1 and you get k equals minus 4. The radius squared equals 25, so r squared equals 25. This must mean r equals 5. And there's your radius right there. Now, the point 1k is on C. The point 1k is on the circle. Find two possible values of k. No bother. This means when I replace x with 1 and y with k, it must cause the equation to balance. So it's going to be 1 minus 1 squared, because I'm replacing x with 1. And then I'm going to replace y with k, so I'm going to get k plus 4 squared. Now, k plus 4 squared means k plus 4 multiplied by another k plus 4. And that has to equal 25. It has to balance, okay? So 1 take away 1 is 0, and 0 squared is 0. I'm going to multiply this out. K times k is k squared. That's your 4k. That's your 4k right there. And that's your 16. Bring over to 25. Equal to 0. We get k squared plus 8k. 16 minus 25 is minus 9. And then after that, we're going to get, you can do the minus b formula if you want. I'm just going to factorize this. And we're just going to get k equals 1 and k equals minus 9. Now, if you're to factorize that with the minus b formula, you do minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You have your a value is 1, your b value is 8, your minus b value is minus 8, and your c value is minus 9. And you can put it in to the minus b formula and figure out what the answer is that way. Okay, all good. Now, the next thing, we have a circle here, okay, and it's x squared plus y squared equals 13. That means the center of the circle is 0, 0, because if you look at it, it's x minus h squared, y minus k squared equals 13, and you can see that the h and k values are 0 because it doesn't exist, just leaving over x squared and y squared. Okay, so that's pretty handy. Now, it says is, find the equation of the tangent. The tangent is the line that hits the circle in one place only, which is this one here. And give your answer in the form ax plus by plus c. So it wants the equation of this line. So equation of the tangent, equation of t means equation of line. equation of line is y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. There's three parts you need to fill out. You need to fill out the point on the line, which is your x1 and y1 value, and you also need to find the slope. So what we'll do fairly quickly on is we'll put in the point 3 minus 2, call that our x1 and y1, because that's a point that's actually on the line. So it's going to be minus 2, which is plus 2. We still don't know the m value, but we know that it's going to be x minus 3. Now, to get the slope, the trick is with tangents is that they're always perpendicular to the radius line. Now, the slope of the radius line, we can use 0, 0 all the way to 3 minus 2, and we can do the slope formula for this. Okay, and that'll equal our slope. So using our slope formula, what we can say is that it's y2 take away y1 over x2 take away x1. So it's going to be y2, which is 0, minus 2, all over 0, take away 3. So it's going to be 0, minus 2, all over 0, take away 3. This is a negative slope of minus 2 over 3, and you're expecting a negative slope because we're going downhill. Okay, so if we take this part here, try and take all of it. Take this part here, you get rid of the m value, and you get 2 over 3. You multiply it by 3 and you get 3y plus 6, and you get 2x minus 6. Bring it all the way over and you get minus 2x plus 3y plus 12 equals 0. And then that's one answer. You could multiply both sides by minus, get the other answer, and that there is the equation of your tangent. Happy days. All right, now we're on to question 5. So we've done 3b. Now we're on to question 4. Then we're on to question 5. Now, two swimmers A and B stand at the same point X on one shore of a long, still rectangular shaped lake that is 100 meters wide. Okay, so swimmer A swims to the left. So if you imagine this is swimmer A here, right? This guy here, terrible at drawing people. Don't know what that is. Looks more like an octopus. But either way, swimmer A goes that way. Swimmer B, see if we can do a better job with swimmer B. Looks more like a swimmer this time. Swimmer B starts here and swims all the way up this way here. Or does swimmer B start from the other side? All right, so swimmer B sort of starts down here and goes this way, right? So they stand at the same point. Both A and B were at the same starting point, and they both swim off respectively into a diagonal upwards, right? Now, we're going to find out what swimmer A did here. Now, you can see that this is a triangle here, right? So, in a way, I sort of have a blue triangle. This is a right angle triangle. We can use SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so we know that that's 100. Now, find the distance he swims. The distance he swims is the hypotenuse, which we'll just call h for argument's sake. So we have the opposite and the hypotenuse. So SOHCAHTOA. And we're looking at sine, because opposite the 55 degrees is 100. So we're going to get sine 55 degrees equals opposite, which is 100, divided by h. Now, the h will go upwards because it's division on the right, means it's multiplication on the left. This sine 55 is multiplication on the left, which will make it division on the right. Now remember, if you're predicting an answer for this question, your answer has to be bigger than 100, because the diagonal is always going to be bigger than 100. So you're going to do 100 divided by sine 55. and lo and behold, you get 122. So 122 meters. Okay, the next question is we're going to do swimmer B. Travels a distance of 200 meters to reach your side, making an angle of theta degrees with the plank on your side as shown. Find the value of theta. This is an angle question, okay? So here's what happens. He goes 200 degrees this way, and we know that this length from here to here, we'll call this one our red triangle. Okay, so here it is here, and this is our red triangle. And what happens is this is the length of 100, because we know here to here is 100, and we know here to here is now 200. So we still have sine. Sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. So sine theta equals 100 divided by 200. Now, there is a way of getting this answer. The way of getting this answer is using sine inverse. Shift sine inverse 100 divided by 200. And lo and behold, your answer is going to be 30 degrees. Theta equals 30 degrees. Okay, happy days. Now, the next day, the swimmers again swim to the opposite side of the lake, but in slightly different directions. Swimmer A swims to the left, making 45 degrees to one side, and then travels 141.4 meters as shown. Swimmer B travels to the right, making an angle of 40 degrees, and travels up this way. So swimmer B traveling this way, and swimmer A traveling upwards to the left, and lands here. Find the distance between the two swimmers when they reach the opposite sides of the lake. All right, no hassle. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to draw a common line for both triangles, and it's going to be dead center right here. Okay, and my goal in these questions will be to find out what the distance D is. Now, the distance D can be broken up into two lines. It can be broken up into this yellow line, and this yellow line can be then added to this green line to find out what D is. I'm going to concentrate on finding out what the yellow line is. Now, this is a 90-degree triangle. Now, if this angle here is 45 degrees, this whole thing has to add to 90 degrees. That'll make this angle here 45. And oddly enough, there's something called alternate angles. It would also make this angle 45. And this angle would be 40. Because this angle down here would be 50 because it has to add to 90. The two of them have to add to 90. So we have all the angles we need. Okay, so I'm looking for the yellow side. The yellow length is what I'm looking for. Now, suppose I'll use the top angles up here. So using this angle here, this 45-degree angle, and using this triangle here, the triangle on the left, well, I just completely shaded in green. That's the triangle I'm using, nothing else, okay? So what we're going to say is that we know the hypotenuse, and the yellow side is the adjacent, which we'll just call x. We're using adjacent and hypotenuse, so that'd be so, ka, toa. We're definitely going to have to use ka. So cos 45 degrees equals adjacent, which is x, divided by hypotenuse, which is 141.4. And that is to find the yellow side. Okay, x is the yellow side. Okay. Now, for the green side, we'll just call this y, and we'll use 40 degrees. Once again, the hypotenuse is 155.6, and y is the adjacent. So we're going to use cos 40 degrees. This is for the y value equals y over 155.6. Now, we're going to try and figure out what x is. So we're going to move to 141 upwards. So we're going to get x equals 141.4 cos 45. We're going to lob that into the calculator. And lo and behold, we're going to get 99.985. Okay, 99.985 equals x. And then y is going to be moved to 155.6 upwards by the cos 40. 155.6 cos 40, and lo and behold, that's 119.197. Now I'm going to add both these numbers together. So I'm going to add these two values together to find out what D is. And 119.197. Now the answer in question is 219.18. I'm just going to read what does it want me to do with that to the nearest meter. So that'd be like, what is it, 100 meters plus 119 meters. So that should give me 219 meters in total. Yeah, 219 meters.